Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my home. My name is Becky, and I am so excited that you're here today. It's a new week. It's Monday. What's the date? Let's check. Oh, I don't even know what the date is. Probably like the 20th. It's the 19th. And I'm glad I picked up my phone because I had a phone call from the dentist that I missed. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I'm not getting phone calls. I'm not getting alerts. I don't know what's going on. They were calling to tell me that they needed to move my appointment from from Thursday to Wednesday. So that's fine. That's like the third time they've moved my appointment. If I don't get this tooth taken out soon, I'm going to lose my mind. What was I going to say? What are we doing today? So it is getting close to February. It is getting close to Valentine's Day. I need to start thinking about pulling out my Valentine's Day decor and doing all of that. I usually like to start with my porch because usually I have to talk myself into decorating the inside of the house. And I'll tell you why. I love Valentine's Day and I love decorating for it. I love everything about it. But when I start decorating for fall and Halloween and Christmas and all of that, I start back in August. So January, when I put all my stuff back out, I absolutely love it. I love having everything back to normal. I love the calmness of not having stuff everywhere and to just jump back in and put all of that stuff right back out again it's just kind of working on my nervous system a little bit. So I have to talk myself into doing the Valentine's Day stuff. The porch, I don't care. I'll decorate the porch every week because I love it just that much. But on the inside, especially like my mantle and my tier tray and all of that, I just am enjoying the normalcy and just how everything looks right now. And just the thought of going back and changing everything is just, I don't know if I want to do that. But anyway, I do want to do my porch. So I'm going to start with my porch and work my way up. Sometimes when I get out there and I start pulling out my bins, I'll get excited. And I'll say, okay, all right, I'll decorate. And it usually works out pretty well. But I have had a couple people ask me about Valentine's Day crafts. And I don't have one planned. I need to kind of come up with something to do. I did see one last night that kind of got me thinking that it might be a good idea because I only do crafts that are vintage inspired or I try to only do crafts that are vintage inspired. I don't want to completely cut off that's all I do, but I do try to only do those. And I try to do crafts that not everybody on the internet does and, just a little different, something you haven't seen before. But sometimes we just have to get inspiration from other people. So that's what I might do if I end up doing that craft that I've got in the back of my head. But back to the porch for Valentine's Day, I did go out a little bit last week and look at the Dollar Trees to try to get some pink to add to my porch, and I couldn't find anything. So what I thought I'd do today is just go on a little Dollar Tree crawl just in my area because as we all know, there's Dollar Trees on every corner. So just kind of go to a few Dollar Trees closer to me and see if I can find some of those pink hearts or something that inspires me for the porch because while I've got stuff to decorate the porch with, I also want to just do things just a little bit differently. I don't want it to be the same exact porch that I did last year. And every year I do like to do it a little better, a little prettier, a little more, just a little bit, not a lot. I don't go I usually don't spend more than $10 to $20 if I go out and buy anything new for my porch. It's nothing big and elaborate out there. So let's do that. Let's go on a little Dollar Tree crawl, see if we can find something that inspires us to decorate the porch with, and then just see where else the day takes us. Okay, I'm back from town. Lucky me, I only had to go to one Dollar Tree. I actually went to two Dollar Trees, but the first Dollar Tree had what I needed. I was able to get everything there and it was fine. The only reason I went to two Dollar Trees is because I had to get some snacks for David's lunch. So Here's a little backstory. I told you in my last video, or it might have been this video, I don't know. They're all kind of running together at this point. I told you that I went to the Dollar Tree looking for some inspiration for the porch. I couldn't really find anything, and I bought some pool noodles. I bought 3 of them. I don't know if I'll need all 3, but I got 3 just in case. But the idea that I want to do is to take those pool noodles and make them into the shape of a big heart. I have a sign on my porch. There's like a wall and a sign and a bench. And I always like to decorate around that sign. So I'm gonna take that pool noodle and put it around my sign. But I have to use like duct tape, I guess, to go around the pool noodle to to make the noodles connect with each other. That's kind of strange. Anyway, I have to connect the noodles with tape. And it's going to be ugly. It's not going to be very pretty. So I thought, well, I've got to cover it with something. Now, if I had plenty of money and aspirations and all that, I could stick little artificial flowers in there. But that's going to add up very, very quickly and be very time consuming. So I wanted to add pink. So what I did is when I went to the Dollar Tree, I got pink garland, a lot of it. So I got 6 bundles of this. That's $7.50 in a budget that I really didn't want to exceed $10. So that's not bad. So all I'm going to do is just take this garland and wrap it around those pool noodles. Simple as that. And I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be interesting and fun and give us something different to look at. And then I did get these also. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put these or how I'm going to use these, but I really wanted to add some pink to my porch because last year it was really heavy on the red. And these are just little felt placemats that Dollar Tree sells. And the only thing I have to do when I'm using these, doggone it, that one ripped. I didn't even notice that. The only thing that I have to be careful of when I use these is when I hang them on my vinyl siding clips, I have to secure them because these will blow away. So you just use a little pipe cleaner and secure it and it'll be fine. So we'll put those somewhere, maybe mix it with some red or something. I don't know. At least it'll be something new to do, to look at, to see, all the things. So I don't think I'm going to decorate my porch on this day. It'll be in this video. But I've got other things that I wanted to do today. And then I've got tomorrow. I could do it tomorrow. But Wednesday's when I'm having my tooth pulled. So I don't know that I'm going to be up to doing it. But here's the thing. I really need to get out there and do it today because it's not that cold. Every single time I decorate my porch, it's either blasting hot or freezing cold. I can never get it on a nice day. It's either one extreme to the other. So there's that. But if I were smart, I would go out there today and decorate the porch, but I've got other things I need to do. I also went to Ross today and I got this box of chocolates, and this is just a little glimpse into what that craft is that I had in my mind to do. So I'm going to see if it tastes okay. I got to check it out because we can't be crafting with something that doesn't taste good. It's Russell Stover's, so it's not the nice stuff. We don't buy ourselves nice chocolates, okay? We buy ourselves the cheap ones, I guess. Anyway, it's just a plain, cheap, run-of-the-mill candy box is what it is. So hopefully if that works out well, where's the little diagram? If I bite into a strawberry cream, I'm going to be mad. Here it is. Let's see. Caramel. Let's try caramel. It's the only one I'm really excited about. Yeah, that's the cheap stuff. That's it. Okay. Why did I say we don't buy ourselves the good chocolate? We should always buy ourselves the good chocolate. Okay. I didn't buy it for the candy. I bought it for the box. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. It is colder than it was yesterday. Figured that much. Neighbor's mowing his yard. Perfect day to decorate the porch. Perfect. Could not ask for a more perfect time. But it is supposed to be really, really cold this weekend. So as long as we're getting it done before the weekend, we're good, because I don't want to be out there when it's that cold. It's funny, last year when I decorated for Valentine's Day, there was snow on the ground, and we never get snow ever at the beach. It's like unprecedented. And they're actually talking about we might get some snow this weekend, so who knows? Who knows what will happen? They also say that it's several days in advance, you know, the radar or whatever, Doppler, so there's no way to say 100% sure that we will get anything. So anyway, I got 3 pool noodles. I want to cut 2 of them in an angle so that I can come together and make the top of the heart. So I've got a little knife here, and I'm gonna do that first. I think just like this maybe. Can you see? Whoop. I'm about to knock over all of my amber glass. Let me change positions here a little bit. It's 12:30. Yeah, 12:25. I should have gotten started a lot earlier, but Lily called and wanted to go to the thrift store. So we did that and then got something to eat. So I did get off to a late start. You see the angle that I'm going in. I don't know if you can see me or not. I need a cutting board, or I'm going to cut my table. Can you kind of see the direction I'm going here? Okay. And then the other one, we'll do it the same. So this is the way that they should go together, like that. So I do have a glue gun here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue, but I'm also going to go over it with some duct tape, because I don't trust that glue gun. And this glue gun is a very hot one, and I have to be careful that I don't actually melt my pool noodle. And then you would do the exact same thing at the bottom for the tip of the heart also. Don't do the hot glue, because look what I just did. I just made a worse mess than what I had before. Don't do the hot glue. I stuck a couple of toothpicks in here, and I'm going to try to use that a little bit, but the tape is where you're gonna need to make sure it's all secure at. So essentially this is what it's gonna look like, and then it's gonna be bent over to make the first little hoop. I know it's hard to see, and same on the other side. So I think what I need to do is cut that third pool noodle in half, and then that way they'll be even. So let me get these even in half, and then these 2 ends down here will need to be just like the top, cut at an angle so that they can be like that. Okay, let me put this together. Are you kind of following what I'm doing? I know you can't see me, and I know I'm not explaining it very well, but it's just the heart. It should be pretty self-explanatory. And then when you see the silver duct tape, you'll see what joints I had to make. So I'll show it to you in just a minute. Okay, I got the camera backed up a little bit so you can see. So here's the thing. I got it. You can kind of see it's a little bit. Just make sure whenever you put the pieces together that they're going in the direction they're supposed to go, because I think I might have gotten a little askew here. It's just not turning in the right direction. But once I get it up on the wall, I think it'll be fine. But you can see where I connected things here here and here. So these two bottom pieces was one pool noodle that I cut in half, and then the right side of the heart was one pool noodle, and this was one pool noodle. So 3 was plenty. I think I'm gonna put one more piece of tape right in here. So I got that. The next thing I'm gonna do is start wrapping this with the garland that I got from Dollar Tree yesterday. Again, I bought 6 strands of it. So let's hope and pray that's gonna be enough. So at this point, I don't really know if this is gonna work at all. I don't know if it's gonna hold its shape. I really don't know. We're gonna try it because we've got roughly $10 invested. If it doesn't work, then we've lost. No, actually, we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, only like $15 invested actually, because the pool noodles. I forgot to add those into the scenario. So we got about $15 in this thing. I got a little bit of wire here attached to the back. I was hoping that I could use that to just kind of make it a little more bendable in the way I wanted it, but it's not really doing much good at this point. But I'm not going to take it off because it's not really hurting anything. It's, if anything, I can use it to hook on to the little clips that I put on my vinyl siding. So next thing I need to do is clean up this mess, and then I need to go out to the shed and I need to get my bins. So I'm going to bring those to the front of the house, and then we're just going to do the front porch today. That's all I really want to do for right now until I can talk myself into the rest. But if we can finish this, I'll be a happy girl. I think what I'm going to do is just work quietly and put everything to music and just come back later with a voiceover. The first thing I need to do is take down all of my sunflower stuff. So there's not a ton. It shouldn't be too hard to do that. And then down here is all the things that I have to decorate with, possibly. So with an attempt to try to change things up from last year, I do have some things that you haven't seen before. So hopefully it'll work out. So I'm just going to set up my camera and just start disassembling everything with the sunflowers. I feel like I just put all this up. I did just put all this up. When I was decorating, or actually when I was undecorating after Christmas, I knew that I was going to be putting my Valentine's Day decor up pretty soon. So I didn't go too crazy. I just put a few little touches of the sunflower decor here and there. I had some yard stakes. I had a wreath and a couple pillows and a doormat. And I didn't go too crazy. I wanted to. I had lots of dreams and ideas in my head on what I wanted to do with those sunflower stakes. But at the same time, I was just thinking, why go to all that trouble when it's just going to come back down in a couple of weeks? So it did not take me long to take everything down and get a clear porch to put my Valentine's Day decor up. I did need to do a little bit of cleaning. So before my mom passed away, she bought me this Bradford pear tree. I've always loved Bradford pear trees, but they make the most awful mess, and we planted it a little too close to the house, which it's fine. I love that tree and I wouldn't trade it for anything in this world, but it seems like every single day there are leaves all over my porch. So I did have to take a couple minutes and clear everything off. So when I was taking down my Christmas decor, I had green garland going around the door, around the posts, and kind of in the front of the porch. And I kind of contemplated leaving it up there because I knew I had this idea in my head on what I wanted to do for Valentine's Day. But at the same time, I really wanted a clean slate. I wanted to just take it down. So what I did is I took that garland and I put it in a separate box, one that I could find easily, and that was all that was in there, so that when I'm done with it, I could put it right back in there and slide it right back in its little place. So that's what I did. I pulled out the garland. I don't want you to see the garland so much. I just needed it to be able to hold things up, like these little heart lights here. I didn't use anything in the world but the garland to hold it up. I just kind of wrapped it around the edges. I hope I put those up right. I was kind of wondering if I had them up backwards. The the lights on the back have a white cord, and it just made sense to me that you would want to hide the white cord. So I turned them backwards. They look really nice when they're all lit up, but I think that's right. But anyway, I only used the garland to hold all of this up. So these little things here, I'll show you a closer picture of it in just a minute, but all it is little short pieces of mesh that I tied together with a pipe cleaner, and I used to use these in the house. I've had them for a long time, but I would take them and put in my Valentine's Day tree inside the house, and it's honestly all it is a place filler. It just makes the tree look more full and like it's got something fun to look at, when honestly it's just a bunch of mesh squeezed together. There's a little bit of ribbon in there as well, and it just kind of makes things look a little more interesting and fun. And these pink hearts, now these are the hearts that I had been looking for at the Dollar Tree. I had gone to several Dollar Trees looking for them, and I could not find them anymore. I don't know if they've stopped making them, but for some reason I only have 3 of them. And again, those used to go on the Valentine's Day tree that is inside of my house. But I actually, in an effort to change things up on the porch and make it a little more interesting this year without having to go spend a lot of money, I used a lot of my indoor decor that I thought was still going to be weatherproof, and those hearts were part of that. Although I did put them out there last year, so they're not going to last much longer because the sun is going to start fading them out. I think next year I'm going to need to do a little bit of spray painting of my pieces to kind of give them a facelift and a little touch up. Those hearts that I'm putting up now, I bought from the Dollar Tree last year, I believe. They were like tied together in a row of 3, so it would just be like a little wall hanging. But I just felt like pulling them apart and using them separately gave them more of an impact. So I took them apart, and I've got them kind of all over the porch. I know my voice sounds terrible. It's still a little early in the morning. Plus, I had my tooth pulled yesterday, and I'm trying to be careful with my words so that I don't bite the inside of my jaw. I'm having a little bit of pain, just a little bit, nothing I can't handle, and nothing that ibuprofen's not taking care of. But other than that, it went really well. I have no complaints. He got that thing out in a hot minute, and I was ready to go. This is the second strand of garland. I had 3, and I only used 2 of them. I had 3 strands of lights. I put 1 strand above the door. I put 1 strand around this pole with the garland, and the 3rd strand you'll see in a few minutes. It's going to go around that big heart that we made out of the pool noodles. I could have put that 3rd strand of garland around my post, but I just really wanted to keep it simple. Those hearts came from Hobby Lobby. They are originally meant to go into the ground, but I've been using these yard stakes since Halloween to put them up on my post, and I just love how it looks. I think it's so cute. Anytime that you can use something out of its normal design, I guess, for what it's meant to be used for, I think it's so clever. So I started doing that in October when I decorated for Halloween, I put the little yard stakes up there on the post and kind of turned them, some to the left, some to the right. And I just loved it. So I did it again for Christmas, and now I'm going to do it again for Valentine's Day. These pink hearts are a little faded. So when I bought them it's been a couple of years. When I bought them, they did not have the red ones, so I had to actually spray paint the red ones and put some glitter on there. And now I'm going to have to give the pink ones a little makeover because the sun has faded them. And I know you can't really tell here, but when you look back, they are kind of a lighter shade from the other pink hearts that are on the porch because the sun's faded them. And then I saved back 5 of those little bundles of mesh to add in because we just needed a little bit of a filler here. And I did come back later and I added one more thing, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So I tried about 3 different designs here on the side of my door. The first one was my house letters or numbers, house numbers. I have them covered, by the way, for privacy reasons. We made that in a DIY here on the channel, and then that little thing at the bottom that I'm putting flowers in, that was a magazine rack, and I just put flowers in it, and it really turned out cute for spring. And I had in the back of my mind that I was going to do the same thing for Valentine's Day, but I wanted to try something else before I made a final decision, and I ended up liking the other design just a little bit better. But I put this up first, took a good look at it, took it down, and then I came back with those pink hearts that I got from the Dollar Tree that I shared with you. They're just little placemats. They went up really easily. I just used the vinyl siding hooks that I got from Amazon. I use them all the time on my porch. And where I couldn't fit the hook, I used a little bit of double-sided tape, and you're going to see me use that double-sided tape several times. It's really good. David ordered it. I'll try to find it and put it on my Amazon so that you can find it. But these are some more of those small red hearts that I told you that were all connected into 3, and I tried those. The problem with these is that because you can't just stick those vinyl hooks anywhere, you have to find where the vinyl is, where the vinyl ends, and you have to slide it up underneath there. It was kind of hard to get it exactly right, and I just wasn't completely happy with it. So I ended up taking them down, and I tried a different route, which is, as of right now, not really holding up that well. I've had to put double-sided sticky tape on there again. If it hasn't fallen off last night, it should still be there because I reinforced it yesterday. But all it is that placemat that I got from the Dollar Tree, and then 2 more of those styrofoam hearts. I hope Dollar Tree comes back out with those because I really love them, but I have not seen them in the last couple of years. Maybe I'm just missing them. So this is the thing that I was telling you that I added to the post. The problem with this is, if you can't tell, it's those little pitberry garlands that they sell at Hobby Lobby. The problem with this is I don't know that is going to be waterproof, and we are getting ready to get a lot of rain. I think there's a winter storm coming through North Carolina. They keep changing the forecast over and over. Luckily, the coast is not supposed to get any snow or bad ice. I think we're just supposed to get like a sleety, rainy mix. But where was that at? I got lost. I don't know if it's going to be weatherproof. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and if I see that it's getting a little destroyed, I'm just going to take it inside. It'll be easy to remove. So that's my heart that I made, and I had 1 more of those little styrofoam hearts left, and I stuck that underneath it. I honestly think I could have done without the big heart, because once I changed everything and added the new, well, nothing was new. It was all stuff that I already owned, but did things just a little bit differently. It turned out fine, just the way I had it, and I could have done without that big heart, but I was just trying to make sure that I had something new and interesting for everybody to see. And those pillows that I showed you, I handmade those several years ago, so I don't think I've ever shared those with you before, so that's something new. And then, of course, these doggone rugs that came from Temu, I keep them rolled up in storage. I had to come back and put some sticky tape, double-sided sticky tape, to make them lay down flat. Okay, you get to see my dead plant there. I added this flag and I added these little hearts here. I had those up there last year. They looked really cute, so I just put them right back in the same spot. And here is my porch. Honest to goodness, if I had not have added that big pool noodle heart, I think the porch would have still looked great. I was just a little concerned. I wanted to make sure it was different and fun and something new to look at. So I guess I was just panicking, premeditated panicking. I don't know. I just was trying to make things new and exciting and fun to look at. But where I mean, everything else here is from last year. There's nothing new. And I just used it in a different way, in a different manner, and it looks great. The only thing I will say is these hearts that I got from Hobby Lobby, they faded in the sun, so they do look a little off color. Next year, I just need to make a note to myself that I need to paint them, and that's fine because I actually painted those red ones. If you'll remember, it didn't come in red, and I got some red spray paint and I got some red glitter and I made my own, so I just need to give those pink ones a little facelift next year. But it looks so cute. I love it. I think it looks great. Even without the big pink heart, it still would have looked nice. Let me get a little closer in here so you can see it. This was just a simple little thing with the pink hearts, with the red hearts on top of the pink hearts. I hadn't planned on doing that, but I thought it looked nice. I just like to mix the pink and the red. And that's the little garland on top of the door. So I think it all turned out really sweet. I love it. That big heart. People probably think I'm nuts. Oh, and if you want to chuckle, look, I still have not taken in the manger scene. I don't know where to put it. It's so big and beautiful and amazing, but I have nowhere to put it, and I need David to help me, and we just have not stopped, either one of us, long enough to figure out a place to put it. I also probably need to secure him a little better. I don't know how well he's gonna hold up, but anyway, that's it. That's my porch. I think it's adorable, so let me go inside and say my goodbyes. It is so hot in this house. It's just normal temperature, but because I've been outside in the cool air, I come inside, it's like, whoa, I don't need all that heat. Anyway, thank you guys so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me today. That was fun. I'm glad it's done. It looks good. I also try to get motivated to decorate the inside. I need the motivation. Right now, I just want to get everything cleaned up. It's time to start dinner. But you guys mean the world to me. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day. As always, I appreciate it. And until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.